Right, hi guys, welcome in our channel. Today's episode is gonna be a bit different than what we normally do.
Wait, yep. Okay. Go!
It's not gonna be any DIY at home project. We've got other projects as well as going on in the same time. So we will be installing the two Land Rover Discovery 5 seats in our Volkswagen Crafter, which is a bit tricky. I spent last couple of evenings working out all the electric. Obviously there is millions of cables inside the Discovery 5 seats. I have no idea why.
Why? Oh, that's why.
But anyhow, right, the reason you here, probably you wonder how I've done it and if you can do it yourself. So I will show you in the next couple of shots how I did it, and yeah, you can do it yourself. Obviously, if you got a bit of an idea about the cables, electrics, few colors, and a bit of a luck. Well, not really luck. Yeah, you easily just follow the steps on the video, and you should be fine with do it yourself. Obviously, if you are not sure about any electrics, any plug-in, or if you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. As simple as that. If you're not up for it, don't do it. But anyhow, you're here, so you probably want to do it. So let's just see how this goes. Right. So first of all, what we need? You need a bit of a shopping list. Yeah, it's everything everywhere. But anyhow, I show you what I bought. Ooh. Hello. Right, so you need electrical wiring loom, harness tape, just to cover all your cables. Couple of terminal connectors. Hope you can see them. You can pick them up Halford, Amazon, wherever you like, yeah. 17 amp cable. I got a black and red, just for my own reference. A couple of fuses. Bolts. Right, so you don't need the black one. I just bought it because I wasn't sure which one I'm gonna use. In the end I used those ones. They are, so that's the original bolts which are used, and I use bit longer ones. I explain it later why is that. Right, so we've got our bolts, self-locking locking nuts. So there is an element of drilling to the base of the seats, so I show you this one shortly, and this is something I was missing, so I've got this one now. So this is that black breakout fuse. So basically, obviously, you need to take some power off the electric fuse box, which is underneath the passenger seats in the Crafter. I'll show you this one in a second. That. And again, I will explain why is it like that and how it's work in a van shortly after. Then we've got, you don't need that, you definitely do. Right, so this is a couple of bolts. I bought them off of Akku, building tomorrow. They're perfect. Bought them 5:30 Wednesday. They turn up on Thursday by DPD. Bought actually two sets for about £20, so it wasn't a massive drama. Also, very important thing, and well, one of the most important thing you need to buy. I've got some heat shrink tubing. This is just to make it look pretty, and unfortunately you cannot connect the seats to the original electric. So I explain this one later, but you will need change the buttons on your seats. Again, I will explain this one shortly how it's done. Okay. Ooh, how lovely. So this is how it's done. So that's obviously the original buttons which I had to remove when I've done a trial for everything, and that's where all electric is now. So we've got 5 motors in this seats. Some of them's got 4, some of them's got 5. Well, luckily I got 5 of them. So this is all working fine. This cover was always missing, so I need to buy this. I think it's like £50 of the website, parts website. So I'm gonna get this one at some point. Like I say, at the minute I want to concentrate on installing those, cleaning everything inside. And as you can see, this is my driver seats, which, yeah, it's not Land Rover seat, isn't it? So you can see that. But yeah, let's just crack on. Right, so as I was saying, the first thing is to remove the old seats. You need a spline set in order to do that. Oh, sorry. And then obviously some wrench set to take off the seat. There is a one wire which was going underneath it. I'm not gonna need this plastic anymore. Let me just set you up here so you're nice and steady. Oh, yeah. So you need this one. There is 4 bolts which are just located at the base, obviously at the base. I already took 2 out because I thought I might use them for the new seats. However, the rails didn't go through those bolts, so that's why I just get 8 brand new ones. Oh yes, now. So one is loose already. Underneath the passenger seats you find obviously the fuse box where you're gonna take your power for the electric seats. And then in the future, like I say, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna put on those videos, but probably the driver seats are gonna make it work. So if we're gonna have kids one day, they can watch something as we're driving along. So maybe some DVD player. However, don't really need to, because the iPads and iPhones and God knows what else all kids now these days have or can watch, so don't need to. But what will be really cool is if I can display what is on my display here. That would be actually cool. So whoever's right at the back don't need to ask annoying question.
Are we there yet?
But this is something, like I say, obviously you don't need that. So that's the location for the rear bolts. Like I say, the one is already removed. This is a bit of an overkill. Oh. Right, and we are off. So now, we're not gonna need this seats again. It's gross, absolutely gross in here. Oh, somebody been smoking? Good for him. Anyway, right, crisps, everything. So as I was saying, and one thing what I want to say and suggest, if you want to buy new, that's for crafters owners only, seat base. If you want to buy the driver seat base, which you don't need, it's about 150, 170 pounds. I pay around 100, but I found it really cheap on eBay. That's for the driver seats. The passenger one, because many of you doing exactly the same what I do, and you don't like the normal seat. But anyway, you want to buy a base, brand new one, £300. Used one, unless you're gonna find it, 250, again £300 on marketplace, wherever. I've been everywhere, looking absolutely everywhere. So what I did, I bought the driver base for my crafter, and the only different is this little guy here. So that's the bracket for the handbrake. And what I did, my friends, I cut this one off just over here with a grinder, and that give me a seat base for hundred something pounds with a delivery cost. So again, if you need to buy it, I tried, it's working perfectly. So just buy a driver seat, get a grinder, cut it all off, paint it, make it nice, make looks good, and that's it. You can have a nice base for half the cost. Right. Yeah, so obviously you've got your I believe this is a fan for your electric heats, for the seats, and also for the ventilation. So obviously in the summer they ventilate it, and in winter obviously they can be they are heated. There are exactly the same one just over here. I'm not gonna remove it on this video because, well, there is no point really. You can access everything from here pretty much, I believe. Oh, that's something new. Right, so we're gonna remove a couple of plastics from the seats, just to, well, have a bit more access to the electronic. No, we don't need to take this one off. So let me just set you up somewhere so you have a nice view.
Yeah, get him backwards. Rainbow track. Under one. All of them. Okay. For your static. Oh, do a good job.
Right. So that's our tray for the ECU, which we remove at the beginning. That's where all the ECUs were placed before. Unfortunately, like I said, we can't use it. Right, hey ho. Anyway, let's forget about this one. Stop dreaming about it. Right, so if we have our new changing the polarization. Sorry. So what's that mean in normal terms? I'll explain you this in a second. Once I find that's the bunch I've been looking for. So what we've got here, I try to explain it. So we're placing the first one here and a second in this one, right? So then what we need to do is, oh sorry, forgot about something, which is, where is it? Where's my lovely tape? Oh, that's there. Just placing it like that, because after all, what I'm gonna do is, so we're placing it right here. So hopefully you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. So then you've got second one, which you're doing exactly the same thing. Again, this is my thing why I'm doing it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not gonna change it. I'm just gonna leave it like that. So any of those, we have our positive and a ground, or ground and positive, it doesn't matter. And then we've got those two. Let me find plastics which came with it. So and then same here, just going either way. Just try to put this one through, yeah. And this one's going here, right? And what this button does, right? So you need to make sure that 0 obviously is the button itself returning to 0. I put a link in the comments just underneath the video which one I bought it, just off Amazon. I think it's for £10. In the future I'm planning to change those one in for some cool buttons, but that's, I think each button costs £26. So obviously you need 5. You do your mathematics. So at the minute I've got just those cheap ones, just so I can use the seat itself. So basically what it does, those two is going into the motor, right? The motor, when the polarizations change, they basically reverse. So when you're going this way, it will be extending it. Pressing this one over here, it will retract. So the motor itself is changing the momentum itself as you're pressing the button. So this one, like I say, is going to positive and a ground, and those two is going into the motor, right? So we need 5 of those. I'm just gonna prepare them now. I bought in a package, there was 4, 2 black and two red ones. So I'm gonna speed up this part. So what we need to do, obviously, is cut openings in here. I'm gonna use my Mrs. Dremel for this part. Make sure you wear your glasses when you're doing it, because I haven't done it in the first one and some plastic came into my eye, so make sure you have some protection. And yeah, let's just think how I've done the first one. I have definitely a bit of a paper. That's it. So yeah, you might need a bit of a paper. What you need to do is obviously mark it up where you want your first one. So my first one's going in the middle, and I think it's going to be roughly here. Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's perfect. So now you're marking up this way. It's definitely not a straight line, but anyway. So then this time it goes in. So once you get this one on, right, what you can do is take a bit of a cardboard, well, maybe this one. Maybe this one's going to be a bit better. Mark it up. So you do a bit of a template for your next one. Yep. I've done it for my first one, however I lost it somewhere, so that's why I'm just need to improvise again. So you're leaving a small section like that, and just to double check that you have the right size, I'm just inserting this here. Job done. Well, the first one is done. So now just spacing them out. Right, so finally the next step. So as you know, or as you probably already know, red and black is going into the motors on each one. This one is going into, one is going into the ground, another one's going into the positive. So what I'm gonna do, that's how I'm gonna do it. So basically I got 5 motors, 5 parts. One is gonna come with positive from the other seats from one fuse, and then I'm gonna leave this one for the ground. So all of those going into the one ground. So in order to do this, what I need to do is take one of each and basically just make it So what we need to do now is move those cables a bit away. This one wasn't in. So now obviously it doesn't matter because you're not a manufacturer, so you don't need to worry about which button's doing what. It's up to you really what you want to do. But what I'm gonna do first, if I move this camera, oh no, actually I'm just gonna do it like that. So obviously you need to prepare each motor for cables. So obviously those ones are quite short, so what I'm gonna do 1, 2, so I don't need to trim too much. Let me do just quickly the first one. So this is finished now. So we're going to a van. Like I say, this needs, well, the stands need to come off. So we just the weather, lovely weather. Oh, there you go. Right. So we're gonna place the only one seat on this base, using the existing bolt holes or whatever, bolt or screw holes. Those cables, again, I have no idea what they for. I know what they for. They are for a sensor, so we don't need a sensor. What do we need now? It's connect the electric from this bad boy, which is, I believe it's just this one over here now. So I've done my electric piggyback from is that 4 meters already? Unbelievable. Anyhow, it will be good enough for just to connect and try and see. Oh, much better. So I've got ground and positive from next door. What I need to do now, obviously, bring the seats in, put at least two bolts in, and then try the measurement, because as I said before, in this one here, I'm sure you can see it, it's literally flush with the base, so it's a good height. But yeah, I'm not too sure about this. So anyway, long story, I'm gonna bring the seats in. Let's see if that works.
I'll be back.
After removing them for too many times, they become really, really heavy. So, because there is one more thing which I would like to show you. So this is our power. Have I got enough? Yes. So I'm not gonna do permanent connection as yet. I want to see how it works, obviously, and then if I need to make any adjustment, I can do it. But for now, I just want it to work. So when I find my screwdriver, I got it. I see. Only joking. So obviously we've got the one for a ground, which will be here, and that sits in. Mind you, I'm not too sure if this electric seat it's even working, so let's see, let's find out. Oh, right. So, and my positive is going into one of the other ports. Maybe not yet. Nearly. Just want to make it right. Yes, we are in. So this is in, that's in. There's one more thing left to do. Oh, I'm still recording. Am I? It's... Oh. It's a bit darker here. But that's not an issue. So that's the position, I believe, which we would like to achieve. So the moment after so this is life. Yes. So obviously you need to test each button. Oh. Yes. Right. So now it's just literally just making everything, well, cleaning everything. So what I'm gonna do, obviously the cables itself, I show you where they're going now. Let me just step outside. So things left to do, which I'm not gonna keep you because it's just no point. Making sure those cables going, I think, underneath the floor, which I think we will be placing them just underneath here. So I'm gonna lift this up and just gonna put just underneath it. So go straight into, probably through this opening here, into the seats. That's job done. Obviously the covers need to go in. This one is already done. And then again, I'm not gonna cover the fuse box yet because I haven't got the plastic which going in here, so this need to be ordered separately. So I just pick up the fuse. So from the fuse box, never use anything important. I'd say like the airbags, nothing with the engine controls and stuff like that. Just take something what is not really important. That's just my personal opinion. So I pick up the parking aid, which is literally the camera, reverse camera, and the sensors. So again, you can live without them just in case something's happen. So I put the piggyback inside it, obviously 10 amp fuse only. I know they've been using 20 amp fuses, but yeah, that's what I use. And it's working, both seats are working. Very happy. So yeah, likes and follow, hit the follow button, subscribe button, anything you can click on our website, click it, just yeah. And yeah, hopefully I see you on the next one very soon. Cheers.